Same deal. They're doing power wash stuff. So I'll do a few minutes of that. Okay. So same deal, spraying it on. And I went ahead, got the gasket off. Okay. Scraped the gasket off. And got some brake cleaner, cleaned it. So of course anything that falls in there will come out with the gas. So it's a good time to do it. So I'm just going to plug that. Just do a little area. Just let that sit for a few minutes. See it bubble up. We'll see what happens. It's going to take a little more scrubbing on this. So some spots take a little more. So I might have to go over this two or three times. Spray it, let it sit, scrub it. That's stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna just go over it, keep scrubbing, then it'll come out like this. Okay, definitely takes some work. Just soft sponge. I don't want to scratch it, so it's gonna take some elbow grease there. Alrighty, so the tank's all cleaned up. We go ahead, show you the inside. Okay, I did the video. The inside before it was cleaned. Okay, that's the bottom. All there. And just coming around. Okay, so that's it there. There's a little bit of rust left, but yeah, it came out really nice though, compared to what it was. So yeah, what I did first though, first thing I did was put gas in it, like 4 different times. I went ahead and put a little bit in there, just enough to coat the bottom, and so I did that 4 different times and rinsed it and put fresh gas. And then I used vinegar, just regular vinegar. Tried that, and I would let it soak for a day, shaking it up. And then I put a piece of chain in there. Okay, I put a piece of chain, small link, and I tied it off here, zip tied it so I wouldn't lose it. And so yeah, I did that with the vinegar, and I would go back and forth. Didn't get it the way I wanted it, so I used a power wash with some water. Put some water in there and a power wash. Let that soak in there. Squish that around, and then I got this brush. Okay. All right. This is a little bit heavier than a coat hanger, so but this is a brush. It comes in a cheap kit. Okay, from I think Harbor Freight. Yeah. So bent it up. Okay. I was able to just get it in there. You get all the way to the where the wall is, like right here. This is where the wall is, you can see. Okay, and then there's a separate compartment here, but you can get up to here, at least clean with the brush. Okay, and then the other wall is right there. So okay, so that worked nice. That's how I got that clean. Okay, and then yeah, so like I said, took a lot. And then I made sure this is clear, it's not clogged, blew through that. Yeah, came out good. And I'll show you underneath here. Okay, drain there. Didn't need to remove that since I took the tank out. These little rubber mats here, self-adhesive. Okay, show you a little bit about that. But it comes in a roll from Amazon. It's pretty cheap and it worked nice. Okay, so this is the stuff here. Okay, that's the size. Okay, that worked good. This is the stuff right here. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Alright, Amazon. Let's see, and yeah, so that was that. That cleaned. Yeah, and then the last thing I did, I was saying, I rinsed it out with some gas. Okay, after I used the dough on there, I went ahead and rinsed enough to get it on the bottom, and then, you know, swish it around there, rinse it out with some gas. So, and then the cover here still had some pieces left of the felt. Okay, so what I did is I soaked it with WD-40. I want to saturate it, and I got a razor blade. Carefully scrape that off. Okay, so the new felt's going to go over that. So, all right. So yeah, it's all got that clean. All right, and then the fuel line there, I went ahead and wire brushed the threads, cleaned the whole thing down as far as I can go with brake cleaner, and then I used some chrome polish to get that cleaned up. Okay, and then this, I ended up using fuel line for the vent. Okay, the fuel line and let's see, the wire, and then the filler neck, the hose there. You want to go ahead and install this stuff now, because once the tank's in there, you can't really get in there. Okay, so that's the new O-ring. That's kind of keeping it in place until I get the tank in. And then here's the original little bracket with the new hose there. Okay. All right, so that's in the next video. Yeah, we'll be installing. So, all right. Okay, so the tank going in is, you know, opposite of taking it out, so I didn't film that. So like I showed you, the hose there, the filler, new clamp, the fuel line for the vent, and then the wire. Okay, and then around the edge there where the cover goes, I still got to clean that and put some type of sealant on there, of course. Yeah, something that's not too sticky. Probably get that on Amazon on a roll. Okay, and then the thing is so the straps there, on the bottom, the straps go into a hole. Okay, so the thing is when you lift up on the straps to tilt the tank in, the straps come out of the hole. So what I did was underneath, I just put some cardboard I rolled up some cardboard and stuck it in the hole, and so the straps wouldn't come out. Okay, excuse me. You can use a towel or something, but so then once it's installed there, just go in there and pull the cardboard out. So that was the only thing that was, yeah. Okay, and then with the cover, I got some felt, okay, off of Amazon. It's just a thin to kind of replace the original. So it's, yeah, that's what I got there. Still gotta work on that. So yeah, I got the cover and then the felt. Felt's just laying there. So just leave it in like that for now. Maybe glue it down at some point. Like I said, I gotta go around, clean underneath the old sealant. And I got new screws, and at some point do that, but yeah, still gotta work on that. So thanks for watching and subscribing. All right, take care. Bye now.